Heidi-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Squeeze the World Presents Fez. When we last left off, I forgot how to count. I don't know where I got the notion that I had at least 3 owls already. I only have 2 of them, as it turns out when I went through my playthrough, my practice file or whatever. Now, when we last left off, we were actually in Zoo, but seeing as the next part of the of our quest to basically turn all of these map nodes gold, I've gone to the sewers because this is our next stop, and we've got our first thing here is kind of a gimmicky thing. Now, we've done the QR codes before, but here's one that I wanted to do. This is actually also going to be the solution to the throne room puzzle. Now, give me one moment. I'm going to bring up my QR code reader to get the solution to the puzzle. If I can zoom in enough. Actually, let me do this. I know you can't really see it from your perspective, but I'm actually trying to... Okay, I actually had to bring that in quite close to the screen, unlike last time, where I didn't have to do that. But the solution to this puzzle, like I said, it's a mixture of 2 lines of Tetris blocks you can see from the throne in both the active version of Zoo and the Zoo ruins, because they are the exact same location, just in 2 different time periods somehow. I've stopped asking questions about this game, but anyway. So R, R, L, R, 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 L, L, R, L, 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 R, L, R, L. And that's all she wrote on that. There are, a couple of, like I said, QR puzzles. I think there's at least 3, but they are also basically alternate solutions to other puzzles in the game, so... Not only did we clear that room, we also cleared out the 2 throne rooms and turned those spots gold as well. Now, the next area I want to go to, I think is here? Is this the place? Yes. We're going to do some platforming here, and no, I don't know, it's not platforming. We have to go downwards, actually. And there still can be some platforming, just in case we, die on the way down or whatever. But there's Tetris block, door here. So obviously we gotta open this up, and it's, right, up, left, down, X, L, R, X. And inside... got a loading screen. And, welcome to my favorite part of the game. I lied. This is probably the biggest pain in the boot, in the entire game. And just to, avoid dragging this out for longer than it has to, I'm not going to use the fly cheat right away, but if I start dying on this a lot, because I will be dying a lot, let's say I don't get this done by the end of the video, I'll start using the fly cheat to cheat it a bit. Just in the interest of time, because the reason I did a practice file for this, and got all these notes done beforehand before I start recording, is so that folks would be not quite so bored with all the details of figuring out what the puzzles are and stuff like that. So anyway, you use that to raise the lava level, and then you have to scramble your way up these ladders and nets. And also, if this is a nice contrast to the sewers, because instead of being green, it's all red. On this part here, all these little bright red sections that are crisscrossing, those are super hot, and if you touch them, you will die. But on this central pillar here, as long as you basically hug this corner, and just like go over to the other side of the corner whenever the opportunity presents itself, you'll be fine. But it's a nice contrast to the green of the sewer, because the green of the sewer is meant to like invoke, you know, the original Game Boy screen, whereas this is more, it's a lava room, so it's all red like the Virtual Boy. I just thought that was kind of a neat touch. I don't know if that was the actual intent, but there really isn't any other way, anything I can think of. It's got to be intentional. This is the hardest part right here, is these rotating platforms. And on the Vita, the button is a little, I don't want to say it's harder to press, but it seems a little less responsive. And stuff like this happens. But I can already tell on the PS4 it's a lot easier. Well. Yep, and the lava is still chasing us this entire time. In fact, we have to be at the top of the of this whole thing before the lava reaches there, because we do need the lava to be able to progress. And the thing that makes it a pain in the ass is if you die and the lava reaches basically the platform, the last solid platform that you were on, then you have to start all the way over at the bottom again. Which is why I normally, you know, try to jump the gun on this, keep doing like this, and then like jump up the ladders and nets if I can, just to gain some speed. Because once you get to that rotating block bit, it can be a pain in the butt. In fact, that's like I said, this is what I think is the hardest part of the game here. And that part up at the top is definitely the hardest part of this challenge. Which is why I said if it takes way too long, I'll just say screw it and just fly up, because flying is a lot faster than having to do all this, as you might imagine. So I'm gonna, you know, try this a few more times, but if I can't get it done by the end of the video, I will go ahead and fly up. And this you have to rotate twice. Quickly bring the camera around to match up the net. Alright, and we're back here. If it weren't for these rotating platforms, it wouldn't be too bad. The lava's already catching up. And I jumped the gun on grabbing onto that. And I didn't even grab the top there, that's fine. I also forgot to turn around so I could see the ladder. That was smart. You really have to get the timing down on these platforms if you want to succeed in this. Otherwise, you get like jostled around, and it is no bueno. And we're screwed. So may as well just die here. 6 minutes left, a little over 6 minutes. So let's try this again. There's R to raise, and also lower the ladder there, of course. And I actually have done this part. I mean, in my practice run, I ended up like I still, you know, tried to do the whole run normally, and like after 3 or 4 times, I was just like, well, screw it, it's my practice file, so I just use fly. But I have done this entire thing. Back before, I didn't even know that flying was a thing. There was the first and second times I played through this game, I didn't even know that flying was an option. That's something that you could do. I thought that was something that you had to, you know, beat the game again to get or something like that. But it's not. But in any case, I did end up. I have done this platforming section before. Just it did take me quite a few tries. Okay, let's turn this around first so that we'll have a better shot at the ladder straight away. Turn this around so that we can actually see these from the side. So otherwise that's gonna suck. Oh dear. I jumped too soon. I want to try to, because they tilt the other way before they spin, but if I wait too long for that, I won't have time to get up on the other platform, but otherwise I'm jumping too early. That's the issue. Another shot at this. It also takes Gomez a tad too long to pull himself up on the ledge. That's another problem there. And it's not like I can just. I mean, I'm sure that there's a way that you can just jump on there and like cleanly land on the platform. I just haven't found a way to do it. If I knew how to do that, I probably would have been done with that by now. But it's just the timing of the rotation of the platform sucks, and also the timing that comes in when you have to grab onto the ledge. But I can already tell this is a little bit better than playing on the Vita with the controller. Even that's even considering the fact that the Vita is just a handheld device, whereas I'm using a wireless controller here. I mean, Bluetooth, yes, but wireless nonetheless. And there's always some kind of latency on wireless stuff like this. Probably could get a little better at the timing and whatnot if I could hang in the air for a bit longer, but it's not really much I can do about that. Because I tend to jump too early. No! No, 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 no! No! That screwed me over, jumping on the same platform. That is not cool. Oh no, the phone's about to go out. Oh, I think I got it though. Yes, I got it. Alright, now that I'm standing on this raft here, I just gotta wait for the lava to come up. Hopefully this can end this in about 2 minutes. I only have like 2 minutes left. But I made it, so that's cool. Now with this part, you have to just make sure that you, when you're about to hit the hot thing, that you change the perspective over, because it's going to like alternate. Also keep yourself near the middle. You don't want to have come this far just to be screwed over by stuff like this. Especially with this, like I said, that is the hardest bit of platforming in the entire game, especially considering how much you would have to redo whenever you screw up, as seen. But this does end eventually. I'm almost out of time. Safely swap it over now. Yes. Right, so now I gotta make this jump here. The lava stops rising. I can go in this door. And inside is an anti-cube. I don't remember if I can jump on the skull at all. No, I can't. So I just have to jump on this smaller platform and then up on the top of this one. And there we go. Now there actually is something else I forgot to do with this lava room here. But we'll take a look at that next time. And when we come back, we're not done with the lava room yet, but the hard part is over. I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?